second recording in 1 hour. Here we go. Welcome, engineers. The rest of the problem, and today's problem is getting through the Singapore sling at Singapore. A lot of Singapore in there. Anyway, development update, not looking too good for us. We're just behind Alfa Romeo and ahead of Haas. Behind Haas but ahead of Alfa Romeo. Only just with Alfa Romeo though, that puts us 8th in the overall development position. Not looking too good for us, but we have got 2 minors on the way. I meant to say minor last episode. Yeah, I didn't get that major yet. Anyway, making sure the engine components are the correct ones, the absolute most worn, as we head for practice in the Singapore Grand Prix. This is coming out on the Tuesday, the Italian Grand Prix on the Monday. So if you haven't checked that out, please make sure you go check out. And if you do like both of these videos, hit like on both of these videos. And if you like both of them that much that you want to watch more and get like those ones, please make sure to subscribe. But anyway, as we go through track acclimatization, pretty much purple everywhere, as we get a team objective goal of tyre wear, and you get a drag / DRS detection on the qualifying lap, which doesn't seem to go too well as we spin round the final corner, losing us about 0.8 of a second. So yeah, we head towards the race strategy, only just getting through on a standard fuel mix lap, so not looking too good as we go into the lean fuel mix now. Clean lap and car setup team objectives complete as we head on to the lean. Look, only just quicker than the standard lap, so I'm not surprised. Oh wait, oh, what happened to lap 2 was deleted because it was that bad. So we just did lap 3 instead. I don't know what I actually did there. Huh. Anyway, best lap was a 140.4 on the mediums, with Jack on the hards on the 142, so we can't compare lap times. Fine, I'll choose someone. Good. Not yet. I've recorded up to USA, so I don't know when I chose my rival. I know who I chose it, but I don't know. I won't forget, but I'm just gonna affect my acclaim, boost my ego, because I don't have one. So yeah, you gotta build it. Unfortunately, we're not getting as much resource points, but Jack is getting equally as amount as what we'd normally get, getting enough to equal what we'd normally get, so that's good. Team level acclaim should be at level 12 now, and it is, so that's looking good for the end of the season, but it don't really matter, as we're not going to go past Abu Dhabi. As we head to qualifying then, you got to make sure that we read about Jeff hating the circuit. I mean, you're not the only one. I don't hate it, I just dislike it, so yeah, not too bad. But we head for qualifying now for the Singapore Grand Prix. As we are here for qualifying, then we go into the setup, making sure that we got everything that we want, saving it as Singapore in case I want to do anything with this setup further use in the game, even though I've not got long left to use it. So just typing in the name Singapore. Yeah, I don't know why I don't. I mean, I guess I know why it appears, because it only films the game. Accidentally go into the power unit screen, and to find out that we didn't change the power unit. I jinxed it in Italy, if you remember. So we're just going to start from the back of the grid. I mean, no surprise really. Singapore's not my best, and yeah, I mean, we're just going to start from the back. Hopefully we can do quite well. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we're not going to make qualifying. Once again, starting from the back of the Grand Prix, back of the grid. So yeah,
Let's talk about it.
I don't know what you're saying.
Your teammate beat you today. Was it
What are you going on?
something else?
What are you on about? Yeah, just ignore that because you know I don't fit into any of them.
Affect your strategy.
Great. Just leave me alone, please. I mean we're just gonna aim for the points. Should be okay.
Well, let's hoping they're working hard to find some improvements.
Rude. Very much. Anyway, Team McLean. Going down. Not a good result. I mean, no surprise really. But, going to the messages now. Pre-race, good luck today. Been flat out all week. Yeah, I know. So have I. I've been the one that's flat out, you know. I'm the driver in the car. You've been, oh, damn it, I should have thought of a joke now. Anyway, it didn't work. I'll probably come up with a joke midway through the race. So, get ready for that out of context. And, yeah, just making sure that we got the correct units. But, for the race, which is now.
Here we go then, it's Formula One in Marina Bay once again, and welcome to all of you at home who join us today for this fascinating race around the baking hot, horribly humid, but very beautiful streets of Singapore. We're here at the Marina Bay Street Circuit today, located in the heart of Singapore. The circuit consists of 23 corners, 13 to the left and 10 to the right. It's a track that's incredibly technical, so don't expect to see the drivers taking too much at full throttle. And as always, a man with plenty of racing experience joins me in the commentary box. Today it's Anthony Davidson. Tell me, Ant, you're no stranger to surviving the melee of turn one. So how do you keep out of trouble when there's so much going on around you?
There are three main things to worry about there, Crofty. Positioning, awareness, and discipline. First, you have to put your car in a bit of space and make sure you have room to react to what the others are doing. Then you have to watch your mirrors and listen to the sounds around you to get a sense of where everyone is. And finally, just don't get too greedy. Just because a gap exists doesn't always mean you should go for it.
Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's race. Good job yesterday from Valtteri Bottas. The Finn starts from pole position, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Verstappen, Perez, Alexander Albon, and Ricciardo, Sainz, Gasly, Norris, and Esteban Ocon, Stroll, Magnussen, Charles Leclerc, they'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. And Grosjean, Vettel, Raikkonen, Jack Aitken, and George Russell, Giovinazzi, the engineer, Kvyat, and Nicholas Latifi. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track and get this Grand Prix underway.
So, as we line up on the grid, both Ferraris with penalties, and for some reason we start. It said we start in 22nd, but we were also starting 20th. I don't know what was going on, but we reduced the fuel mix to what it would technically actually be the limit, and we try and make the setup last one stop, which I can't seem to do. Oh, there we remove stint. Yeah, hey, look at the bomb. Remove stint. Okay. Oh, soft hard. That could be okay. No. Fiddling around with strategy, not going quite as a plan, and just going medium hard. It looks like an okay strategy, as the best is 6/10 off a 2-stop. Yeah, I don't see that being correct, is that a 5310. Toggle to personalized strategy, I think I did. Checking the setup for no reason again. And oh, it seems to be the exact same pit stop as what it should have been. As we get ready for formation lap, 22 place grid penalty, definitely more than that considering what happened, as the formation of the lap gets underway. So do we. As we get an okay underway, we get away okay, a little bit of wheel spin, but that's okay as we head towards turn 1. And oh, by the way, we actually have the race this time. Make a little bit of contact with Latifi there, no damage whatsoever, so it's fine. It's not fine. Yeah, just cruel. So just gonna skip the formation lap and we're gonna go straight to the race, as there's no point waiting for everyone else to get back onto the grid. As we get ready for the 5 red lights now, we are revving up the engine, letting off and then revving back up as we get ready, and we let the clutch go as we get an okay start and then lose it out to some wheel spin as we head towards turn wheel quite far back, as we line up behind the two the Williams and the Alpha Tauri. Go around the outside to see if we can make the move, but no, Latifi covers that off and blocks us out. We would have hit the wall. Heading towards turn 4, and then we're just minding our own business, hopefully staying out of trouble and not making any contact. Heading towards the turn 5 then. Oh, by the way, I'm in TV pod cam, but TV pod offset. I haven't said that. By the way, diving down the inside of the TV then as we head into the second sector. Nice move, and puts us up into P21. And yeah, looking forward to getting to the Singapore sling as we almost get overtaken by Latifi into the Singapore sling. And yeah, he would have been slinging up. He was slinging up on the inside, but I covered it off, and he does not get the position. Trying to go down the inside of Kvyat, but instead Latifi goes down the outside of us, and he gets his P21 back. I'm moving around in my chair. I don't know why. I'm not comfortable. As we head into sector 3, and it's not been that good of a lap as we've been stuck behind Latifi pretty much the whole lap, considering we overtook him quite early in the lap, so not good. Heading through the final chicanes, and then as we Max Verstappen sets a 1:44.1 on the first lap, we're gonna set something like a 2:04 on the first lap, and I'm not too far away, 1:56.5, but yeah, it's far away from the pace of Max, who then sets a 41.8 as we come across the line for our second lap, as we set a 1:44.0, pretty much what he set on lap 1. DRS is now enabled, and hopefully we can use that to advantage to get past Latifi. Not quite yet as we head on to lap 4, and got DRS open but not able to get past him, which is a little bit troublesome. Heading towards the Singapore sling then, getting nice run into the bridge. Can we go for a move into the hairpin? You bet we are. Down the inside, and just going to force him out wide. He's still down on the outside. We've got to make sure that we get the move done heading into sector 3, and then we've got a nice little battle here, pushing him all the way to the inside, so we've got to tighten up his line and brakes more and reduce the speed. So it gives us the speed advantage, and it gives us the advantage on the place. Closing in on Kvyat, and then on lap 5, hopefully we can get past these guys quickly as we look to the inside of him going into turn 1. Not quite doing there, but maybe we can get a good run on him towards turn 4 or 5, especially with turn 5 with the overtake and DRS. Speaking about the overtake and DRS, we got that now up into rich fuel as well. Can we go towards the inside? We're going to go the inside. We're going to go down the outside actually. Heading into turn 5, he tightens up his own line, and we get the position. Closing in on Russell then, on the same place we closed in on his teammate, so maybe can we do the exact same move that we did on him just a lap ago. We're going to go round the outside after locking up. We get the move done. It's fairly easy, but and we get a nice gain on to P19. Head of the train is our teammate, so hopefully we can get past him fairly quickly. And speaking of getting past people fairly quickly, we need to do it as the people who are pitting in doing that now. So hopefully we can get past Giovinazzi soon. Otherwise, we will be being passed by the front runners, is what I meant to say earlier. Speaking of getting past people, we're looking to do the same on Giovinazzi. We're a bit far back, but are we going to go for the move? Yes, we are going to go straight down his inside, going to squeeze us a little bit, but we get the move done, and it is us up into P12. Obviously, people are pitting as well, so it's not quite representative of where we actually are, especially when these guys are on the softs and we'll be pitting soon. Going to go around the outside of Kimi Raikkonen. Can we do it? Yes, we are. Yes, we can, and we have done it, and it's an easy overtake into P11. Hopefully we can get past our teammate then fairly soon, who's been holding all of us up, and maybe these tyres going off these guys is probably what's been allowing me to cut through everyone. Speaking of cutting through people, he's got no one ahead of him, he's got no DRS. We're just going to go easily around the outside of him. Say easily, it's quite difficult, looked by the onboard there, but we get past him, and that's us up into P9. Armstrong then pits, so we get into P8, and now the charge begins onto Romain Grosjean and teammate. I have no idea what's going on. Teammate gets pits then. Get a track limit warning. Unfortunately, that's one of 3 as we head on to lap 9. Our pit window is lap 12, I believe it is. So we've got a bit of a while to go, and that while has allowed us to close up onto Grosjean as Leclerc now pits, and we've got Magnussen ahead of Grosjean. Speaking of Grosjean, we're really close to him now, heading out turn 3. Can we get any closer through turn 4? Yes, we can. His tyres may be going off as ours are just opening up into the prime window. He's got no DRS ahead of him once again, like our teammate. Where we're going to go? We're going to go inside, very late move, but we get the move done, and we shut the door on the outside, and we get through. Maybe we can close it on to Grosjean then, Grosjean's teammate, before we pit, and it looks like we are going to. Maybe can we get past him? Not quite, as we lose the back end, as Kimi Raikkonen pit is out, and the virtual safety car then is deployed, so we can't push on our in lap, which is lap 12. So well done, Kimi, you ruined my lap. As we've backed off too much, we're going to lose out to Max Verstappen. Maybe we could have got past him. Maybe we would have been in the red, but maybe if we had got past him, we could have stayed up ahead of him, and we could have slowed down to let our Delta catch back up. Unfortunately, is now the virtual safety car is ending. We're going to try and round the outside of him. We're just a little bit ahead of him, so we have to give the position back. Unfortunately, it's cost us some time, as we got another yellow flag at turn 5, where we just were. So maybe is that going to bring out another safety car? So maybe it's going to bring out the safety car as we go through where Kimi retired, and we're going to find out who retired. Yes, we do. It's Alexander Albon. Talked about him taking a sabbatical in the previous episode. He pretty much did this race as we come into the pit lane then for our fresh set of hard tyres. Hopefully we'll be able to push hard on these, as they are a new set, as we have to slow down for Ocon leaving his pit box, as we didn't close up onto Magnussen quite yet, so we'll have to do that later. I don't think we did. Yeah, because of Max got in our way, and so did the virtual safety car. So yeah, none of the factors helping us, which usually help us. Coming out the pit lane, then it's quite a cool pit exit. One of the only features that is same with Abu Dhabi. Magnussen comes in, then are we going to get him? It's quite close, but he slows down much more. It turns out to not be very close, and the undercut is very powerful here as we lose the back end, closing up onto Ocon, maybe the dirty air doing something as we went for a push lap. Now we're just going to have to lift off that push lap, as 3/10 to our personal best lap. That would have been a massive improvement if we had kept that car in the straight line. Second warning, and one more and we get a penalty. Hopefully we don't do that as we head towards Ocon onto lap 16, halfway through the Grand Prix. Leclerc and that will be doing pit stop fairly soon. Talking of pit stops, Gasly's doing that now, and so is a lot of other people that pushes us up into P9, closing in on Ocon then, maybe going around the outside of him into the third DRS straight, not quite. Magnussen's been allowed to close up to us because of how much time we're losing to these guys. Going around the outside of Ocon, going out of the corner into sector 3. We've spooked him off a little bit, so maybe we can use that to our advantage and use it to hopefully get past him. Heading towards lap 19 then, it's not quite worked out as he's lost pace to Leclerc, but we haven't been able to use that to an advantage yet. As we go towards lap 20, he's got completely no one ahead of him now. So maybe it's going to be harder as he had, or maybe it's going to be easier as he has no long distance slipstream. Our teammate is in for his second pit stop as we go on to turn 5 behind Ocon. Maybe we can make a long distance dive bomb like his teammate does. We go into the turn 5, we go a little bit wide, but no warning and no illegal overtake. Haha, Max Verstappen. Anyway, heading on to lap 21, puts us into P4 now, as we don't have to make a second pit stop, as we did the one stop. Jack Aitken, Jesus, oh my god, what did he do? A 141, get in there mate. 141.7, our best at the moment is 142.6 I believe. So yeah, maybe we can close in and get the fastest lap from him, but at the moment we don't need to push too much, as kind of a long way from the end of the race. But we did a pitch lap on that lap, and it allowed us to set 142.2. Obviously it can go much quicker as our teammate was able to set the fastest lap on the race. Going through the final corner is a little bit wayward, but we still set a faster lap time of a 1:42.0. We pulled away from Ocon and Magnussen, 7-second gap just before that half spin. Heading towards lap 27 then. It's quite boring. Never push lap as we set a 1:42.2. Unfortunately not as quick as when we did a half spin. Gone even quicker this time, and we've managed to set an identical lap time of 1:42.22, terrible twos. 42.9, not pushing that much, but we are going on to our penultimate 2 laps now. Heading towards sector 1, purple, and that's just that's when you know that you're setting an absolute beast of a lap. Heading towards the final lap then, we set a 1:41.4, 3/10 quicker than what I believe Jack set. So yeah, not too bad, as we are going to go on board for this full lap, which obviously means this is going to be our best lap of the entire race. The best lap of the entire race, and it's only shown because it was from me. Anyway, heading towards turn 5 then, maybe I can annotate what we did. Braking just after 100 meter board, only just going marginally quicker. A 27.5 for sector 1, locking up going into the immediate corner after. Braking just after the black board up on the right hand side, reference point for many corners. Braking into Singapore sling just before the change in barrier, going over the curbings everywhere, not too much though, else they'll spin you. Once again, the barrier, I'm saying a lot of errs. Yeah, I just want to use them as I am now. A little bit wayward out of the corner, hairpin, so it's only a green sector 2. Max Verstappen wins the Grand Prix as we head into sector 3. Not too far behind him in the grand scheme of the Grand Prix. Heading through the final chicanes and then making sure that I don't stutter. and we accidentally check on the pit windows. Don't need to. Oh, I've just said that. Anyway, going through the final corner now, we've got a lot of an improvement. Going through the final corner, checkered flag, P4, what a result, and it's going to be the fastest lap once more, and that was an amazing result. I mean, P4, we started P22, no wonder we got driver of the day. We just made the strategy work for us. A one stop, I didn't explain, but yeah, they're going to be stuck in all traffic, and yeah, that's the problem of doing a two-stop at circuits. You'll just be stuck in traffic and you won't be able to get past them. And we were able to make the one-stop work perfectly, and so Max and Bottas and Hamilton probably did the one-stop as well as us. That's why they were 30 seconds ahead of us. Otherwise, we could have got a podium. But well done to Max Verstappen. Well done for us to get P4. Best result we've had in a long while. I say long while. We had a P4 in Hungary, which you didn't see. So yeah, technically a long while. Loading into the results screen then, and completed laps. I mean, this is the best thing with 50% laps. 100 points for each lap allows us to get onto tier 14, and get in the pit coins, which I am saving for 2021 if the game allows me to. Yeah, so yeah, the top 8 doing a one-stop, that's how powerful it was. Setting a 141.3, improving on the final one. Jack Aitken, unfortunately, P19, probably closing up to Giovinazzi, was what allowed him to set that purple lap. Still 7th in the championship as Red Bull move up into 2nd, beating Ferrari. I don't know how Ferrari were able to get 2nd for a long while. You saw from there they were quite low down in the points. P10 for us still. 2 points behind Lando, so maybe that could be a close battle. But as you've seen, we've just come 4th, and I don't think he was in the points. So yeah, not too bad from us. Very bad from Aitken. He's not been able to get a point yet. Yeah, Lando P12, and the Ferraris P13, 14. The 2 Frenchmen colliding with each other, Antonio and George colliding with each other, and not too much else to say. Just checking on the pit stops and that, but don't really need to, so just going to advance to the interviews.
Enjoy that. You made it look easy.
I still don't know what she's saying.
All that traffic today.
No, I didn't struggle. I mean, the power unit was really good. We had so much grip as well on the mediums.
All expectations. Can anything or anyone stop you?
Not with this team behind me, I don't think so. I mean, unless the season ends, which usually does happen if you don't know. The sport may not end, but the season does, unfortunately. And Team Acclaim allowing us to boost up. Maybe the regulation change will allow us to catch up to the other cars, as they'll be adapting their parts, but we won't be, because we're not doing another season after this. Once again, losing 50k of cash. I don't know why. Yeah, probably. I don't know actually. Probably changing the engines and that. Going on to the activities then. Finding out what we need to do. Just gonna do one of the 2 days. Seems like simulator training's the best one, so we are going to do it. We've got quite a bit of money, so we're not going to use it. That's my motive. Only use money when you don't have any. On the other hand, we've got a lot of R&D points, which we are going to use. Front wing, is that important at US Grand Prix? Or is weight reduction? is weight important. Tyre wear, is that important as well? I mean, tyre wear would have been perfect for the Japanese Grand Prix, because I think it's quite heavy, but I mean, tyre wear is important anywhere actually. So not too bad, and we don't have enough for anything else. So we're just going to skip through, and realising that we got enough money for a facility upgrade, which is going to be quality control. Obviously, one of the most important ones, and I do believe all of them will come in for the next Grand Prix. Well, the aerodynamics and Sashi are coming in on the 22nd of September. I believe the 26th of September is 4 days after that, but I don't know when that is in comparison to the Russian Grand Prix. Not too bad. P4, the only driver not in the top 4 in the championship to set the fastest lap of the race, which is, in my books, pretty much the best thing that you can do. Especially in these My Team cars, they're not that good in Season 1. So, yeah. But it's coming towards the end of the video now, guys, if you haven't noticed. My video's going really framey, I don't know why. And that means we got to change our engine. Not the framey part, the fact we're coming to the end. And making sure it's the most worn. No, not most worn, second most worn. So that we can not be too hindered in the practice programs, because they're still quite important. And yeah, but we are coming towards the end of the episode guys. 26th of September, yeah, not enough. But if you've been enjoying this reboot as much as I have, make sure to hit the like button. Check out the Italian Grand Prix uploaded yesterday. Check out the Russian Grand Prix uploaded tomorrow, and your Wednesdays. But if you have all 3 of those, make sure to subscribe for more videos that you may like. Comment your thoughts and opinions, share with your friends because friends have common interests. But until the few races have a problem your engineers can't fix, I'm a racing engineer. Bye.